What's good, folks? We are back again with another trade recap from today. Today was pretty clean, super easy for a no news Monday. This was too clean and too Nasdaq just gave it up, man. It gave out free money today. And if sometimes you gotta always look at the market. I understand some days, you may be like, hey, it's no news Monday, I'm not gonna do anything, but always take a look because I mean I'm a trader, so I'm always on the charts, I'm always watching. And today was too clean, too easy at open. I had to take it. I took it on multiple accounts, Aqua funded and also Top Step, of course, for about $2,500 total on a day. I think I'll do the calculation later. Maybe 3K, but a super nice day, super easy day. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump into um reviewing these trades, right? So there was two trades. I'm showing y'all both on this chart, so I don't have to go back and forth. But this was my trade on Top Step. This was my trade on um this account, Aqua Futures account. So boom. We start off on the day. We drew out the draw. This blue line right here is London high, right? So we have London high on the chart, right? We start off the day. As soon as we start out on the daily, I always fib out the previous candle, the previous daily candle. I always fib it out just to kind of see where we are, what the levels look like on the day, right? So after fibbing the candle, I don't know why this is all messed up. Um, this was London high right here, right? So we got London high. This was my initial draw on liquidity, right? We clearly were pushing higher. Took us 12 hours to get down here, and we still couldn't go any lower than that. So I wasn't even looking for sell side at all. None of this. We'll probably come back and take this sometime during this week. But this was the highs that I was looking for right here at open. So we came up at open. This super bullish 5 minute candle popped open here, and I was like, damn, they're gonna go straight to the draw, and there will be no trade for me on the day, right? But we scroll down on the 1 minute here. We started pulling back after breaking these highs right here, taking this high, we started pulling back. So when we came back in, so as soon as we started pushing up on the 5 minute, I went down to the 1 minute. I drew out the first presented fair value gap on the day, right? So the first 1 minute fair value gap created on the day. I drew that out, and if price came back into here, I would take the longs, right? And that's exactly what I did. So, um, we came up, then we started pulling back right here, right? Um, we tapped into the 1 minute fair value gap, and we started going back up. I was like, okay, cool, this is good. But I waited for this candle to close. Reason why is because it's no news Monday, and I just want that extra confirmation. Usually, I would have took it within inside this fair value gap and have a lower stop like down here below 9:30 open, right? But I was like, cool, I'm gonna wait for this to close and then I'm hopping. As soon as this candle closed, especially given this is doji right here, jumped right in there. There was no hesitation. I jumped right in. Draw was right here at these highs. And it was pretty clean. We went pretty smoothly, had a couple pullbacks here and there, but we started to create fair value gaps on the way, which is always good. So had this fair value gap right here, drew it out on the 5 minute. This is a 5 minute gap, and price kept running right to my target, right? So again, my invalidation on this trade was 9:30 open, right? If we got below 9:30 open and started coming into these areas, then this was clear. It would have been a clear sign that we wanted to go lower, right? But as soon as we did it, we came down here and rejected right away and started kept on pushing. That was my sign to get in, and I got in right on here, right? The second trade I took on this account right here, and again, today was super easy, so I'm not gonna bore you guys to death on reviewing. Like, it was pretty clean, pretty easy. So, we're just gonna go right into it, right? To exactly what happened. Uh, again, so the second one was I drew out this 5 minute gap right here, right? And I came on this account, and I'm like, okay, cool. If we pull back again, we came up here, right, and just slightly tapped into my draw and then pulled back. This was an indication for me, and this is me personally. If we didn't push fully through and dug in the draw on liquidity, I still think there's something there. I still think we're going back to revisit it, right? And we're super bullish on the day anyway. So the direction was up anyway, right? So for me, I was like, cool. If we pull back into this 5 minute gap here, I'm gonna take the longs again. And I switched accounts. I was like, cool. I took it right in here. As soon as we came back in, I took it. I risked 25 points on this to make 1,000. To make 50 points on this. I didn't really need all that risk. My stop could have legit been like right here, 13 point stop, but my stop was down here, given the trade room, whatever, right? And I was targeting 50 points, right? And again, we're at all-time highs at this point, right? So I don't have a structural target. When I don't have a structural target, I'm gonna do a point system, but I'm gonna trail it pretty quickly because you never know where we're gonna pull back or reject from, right? You don't know when this thing is gonna be done running, and obviously it just kept on running all day, right? Whatever. But I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna go for too much. I'm just gonna go for 50 points, which is a mini 10 micros, that's $1,000, right? That's more than enough on the day. So I was like, okay, cool. I got in here at 30 points. Once we got above here, I went and started trailing my stop a little bit. I'm pretty sure I trailed like down here, then down here, right? Targeting this 50 point. And we came in here pretty quickly, right? And took my trade. And I was done. I locked out my accounts and called it a day. For No News Monday, it was like, dude, just get in and get the fuck out the market, man. But it was super clean, super easy today. Um, don't feel bad if you didn't recognize what was happening or you tried to reverse after this draw here, because I understand I've done this before. We slightly tap the draw and then I try to reverse the market, especially you see gaps being created on a 1 minute. But what you have to understand is the direction of price following the 4 hour, the daily, right? Higher time frame always wins. Focus on the higher time frames. If you don't focus on the higher time frames, you will get cooked in this market, because you will think every pullback is a reversal and it's not. Don't try to reverse the trend. Try to stay with the trend, which is exactly what I did, right? The best entry would have been during London. Look at this right here. Look at the 50% right here. Tap, 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 and then took off finally. But like, come on, man. And this is just a fib off the previous day candle. You guys should do that. Always, always fib the previous day candle. Um, so that you get a some good levels on the day overall. But once we tap off there, we came here at open right here, pushed up. I saw the draw was up here, so any trade that I was gonna take, it would have been long. Got long in the pullback here, long in the pullback here, and that was it, man. There she wrote. You could have done this all day. You literally could have kept on doing this all day. I'm sure this is another 5 minute gap right here or something. Let's see, 15 minute. Got another level here. Like you could have just kept on doing this shit. At least to like up here, and then this just gets choppy. I'm pretty sure you'll see like 4 o'clock, 3:50, you'll see like a nasty dump pull back down or some shit like that. But that is it, man. That is it on the day. Two trades, two bangers, two different prop firms, but same executions, man. Try to keep it super simple. This is a great start for No News Monday. I am going on vacation the rest of the week, but I will sneak a few. I trade on my phone, so I will be looking at setups on my phone too all the time while I'm there. So but yeah, that's the review for today, man. Super easy, super clean draw on the day. And that's it. And I also did trade gold last night. I took 5 points on gold. It was nothing crazy, but it was another banger trade, man. Gold just pulled back, goes higher, man. It's super easy. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys today, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Stay tuned for more market reviews. Peace.